Imagine you're taking a walk down the street. It's late, the moon is high in the sky, and the traffic is travelling in the wrong direction. You fail to notice this last point, however, because your attention is distracted by the face that you see reflected in the glass of a shop window. It is clearly a reflection of you, but the face is not your own. The face looking back at you is that of a duck-billed platypus.
What?
Yeah, I know. You stumble backwards, tripping over a bollard, which isn't a bollard at all, but is in fact a small Victorian street urchin.
What?
He holds out his hat and gestures for you to look inside. You peer into the hat. Inside you find a smaller street urchin. You hope desperately that this is some kind of lucid dream, but it is not. You've taken a wrong turn and entered the world of Tea Time with Matt's Alternative Facts. Spying was invented in 1853 by a professor at Cambridge University in order to give
84.
What?
84. You're off by a year.
1854. Sorry, my bad. In order to give his English literature graduates a career option other than English teacher. Nobody has ever read the Official Secrets Act. As a result, no one who has signed the document has realised that pages 2 to 84 are entirely blank, aside from a small paragraph on page 16, which is an extract from The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien.
More specifically, the scene where the dwarves are making a mess of Bilbo's house.
Absolutely, that's the one. You've read it, which
yes,
means
of course.
Which means that the facts are contradicting. Can we get a fact wrangler, please? Anyway, the people who write the theme songs for James Bond films are traditionally abducted late at night and taken to a recording studio. There they are forced at gunpoint to write and perform a song. Those that are good enough to be used in films are allowed to live. The rest are fed to the demon that currently inhabits Simon Cowell.
That actually makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. In 2014, the Central Intelligence Agency launched SpyFace, a social network exclusively for people working in international espionage. Within 2 days, over 700 Russian spies were uncovered in the town of Langley, Virginia alone. The plan backfired when 200 undercover CIA agents were unmasked in Moscow by a Russian counterintelligence officer, who had joined SpyFace to see what all the fuss was about. Bad times. Someone got fired that day, I imagine.
Yeah. I hope somebody lost their job for that one.
Yeah. Well, I bet they did. All window cleaners, telephone engineers and traffic wardens in the UK are actually employed by the intelligence services to spy on the population. Squirrels and garden birds are also used for this purpose, but are not officially on the payroll. They get paid cash in hand.
Okay.
One of the people listening to the show tonight is actually a deep cover agent for the KGB. On hearing the specified activation phrase, you are programmed to begin Operation Steel Herring, which targets high-ranking members of the British government.
What's the phrase?
The activation phrase will be subtly included at some point in the next hour of the show.
Wait, is that the phrase, or...
And that was Tea Time with Matt's Alternative Facts.
At least we end on a good note.
No, absolutely. It would be very foolish to continue doing that. I reckon this is the activation phrase. So we're going to move on very swiftly.
I have to do something.
Brent, dude, are you alright? Where are you going?
I am fine, comrade.
Okay, Bren's gone a bit loopy there. Not sure what happened there then. Okay.